Hey there guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chelsea Explain, as this is your match preview for tomorrow's game against Napoli in the Champions League, and a victory against Antonio Conte's side tomorrow would mean that we qualifying automatically for the knockout stage. If we were to draw the game or be defeated, we could miss out on qualifying. We then maybe have to play playoff games, and then anything can happen. So tomorrow is going to be a very important game that we're starting our strongest 11 and making sure we guarantee ourselves to go through to the knockout stage. So before we're diving any further into this match preview, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page and hit that notification bell down below so you never miss when the content drops. Now, in terms of team news, Cole Palmer is back after being rested against Crystal Palace. Still has some growing discomfort, so we see whether he will start or not. Jorgensen, I think he's still out. Lavia seems to be back in training. We have more players getting back actually. So that is fantastic. So we have more options to rotate with. In terms of Napoli's team news, they have like 11 players missing. In terms of De Bruyne, Neres, Anguissa, a lot of starting players are missing, so they are heavily weakened, and that's a big reason why Conte's side has been so inconsistent in recent time, and they are currently sitting out of qualifying for the next stage. So this will be a final for Conte. They have to win to have any chance of going through. In terms of the lineup, I will only make one change actually from the Palace game, and I wouldn't actually bring in Cole Palmer. I will bring in Garnacho. I will take out Pedro Neto on the left hand side, who didn't have a good game. He was out of form, and I will instead bring in Garnacho, who I honestly think has been decent. He's also right footed, which means he can cut inside much easier than Pedro Neto can. And I want to continue building on his form. So this is the lineup. You can see we have Sanchez in goal, James Chalobah, Badiashile, and Cucurella in the back line. I really want to see James sporadically and make overlapping runs and assist a right winger, Estevão, like he did in the weekend against Palace. Now Badiashile is a weakness in this back line, so I wouldn't be against if we're swapping him out, but maybe we want these left-footed centre-backs in this makeshift back three of Chalobah, Badiashile and Cucurella. Otherwise, we can take him out and have Fofana and then Chalobah being moved to the central centre-back position. Let me know what you would do in the back line. Would you start Fofana or Badiashile? And I will happily read that. In the pivot, we're going to have Santos and Caicedo, who I think is building an amazing partnership together. And Rosenior spoke about after the Palace game how important and vital Santos is for this system, and that is so grateful for having him here, because he was a key piece in Rosenior's Strasbourg side last season. Was maybe Strasbourg's best player, at least one of the best players, and you can clearly see how him and Caicedo building a nice partnership together, how calm and composed and fantastic he was at dictating the tempo, as well as screening the backline, which meant we could release Caicedo going a bit further when we were attacking. So this is something I want to continue with. The front four will be Estevão, Fernandes, Garnacho and Pedro. I really want to continue with continuity here and try to have a consistency with our 11 and not chop and change every single game like we did on the Maresca. I mean, there could be a case for that the owners are interfering with the lineup, that they are picking the lineup for the manager. I guess we have to wait and see how it goes under Liam Rosenior if they actually do that. But I think Fernandes in the number 10 role is something I both like and don't like. I will personally have him in a double pivot, but he can perform the 10 role decently as well, and when he has Caicedo and Santos behind him in a pivot, it means he has more protection, because Fernandes can sometimes be caught out on the transitions in awkward situations. I already spoke about why I would start Garnacho, and the reason why I would start Pedro and Estevão is because I want to continue their fantastic partnership we saw against Palace. Let that continue and run for a few games now. I think they have something going on there, and Estevão was tremendously good against Palace, contributing with a goal and assist, but not only that, fantastic in reading the misplaced pass in the first goal. Made a fantastic pass to Joao Pedro on her second goal, and he's just so direct, confident on the ball, adds a lot of flair on the right hand side, and if he's having a James overlapping, the right hand side will be even more deadly. It will be very difficult for the opponent to stop. And Joao Pedro continues because he's so good at dropping down and suits the type of striker Liam Rosenior prefers. Now, Maresca protected Estevão a lot, or protected, honestly, I don't even know what's the truth. Will Liam Rosenior do the same? He's spoken a little bit about that he could do that. Personally, I don't think, I mean, why should we protect Estevão? I mean, how many games didn't he play under Palmeiras? He also was tremendously good in the Club World Cup for them. I think, and from what we have seen so far when we had utilized him, he is ready. He is ready to start consistently. I mean, why should we wait? Only because he's 18? I mean, it's not like he's brand new and has only featured like 20 games as a professional footballer. I want to continue with Estevão. I want to be brave. And then maybe if he's dropping in form and in confidence, then you can make a case, okay, we're dropping him from the starting lineup and letting him come off the bench instead to build up that confidence again. But I think he's full on confidence now and has built so fantastic chemistry with Pedro right now that I don't want to waste that. I want this to continue. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Reason why I haven't picked Cole Palmer, even though he's absolute elite, as we all know, he is clearly not fit. The groin injury is interfering from him being at his best, and I don't think resting him for a few games here and there is maybe gonna fix a little bit temporarily, but it's not gonna fix the groin injury to go away. That's what I believe. I'm not in the medical staff, so I don't have all the information and what needs to be done, but from what we can see so far, he has been constantly out this season, back and forth for the same problem, and he's just coming back. So if a player isn't fit, I wouldn't force to start them unless they perform really well and it's an important game like a semi-final or a final. But otherwise I wouldn't risk them. We saw when we utilized Enzo Fernandez for a couple of seasons ago when he also had some growing problems, growing injury, and he didn't perform well at all. So I get that it's not easy to just go and have an operation, but I mean, would you risk Cole Palmer? Personally, I don't know. I mean, it could just get worse and worse. Maybe he can come off the bench and we can see how it goes. But that's just my personal preference. I will only start players that actually is 100% fit and 99 out of 10 times. It is very important, as I said, to build continuity. Try to build Liam Rosenior's best 11 and continue with the same 11 as much as possible. I prefer that we don't chop and change every single game. because then building partnership and chemistries with just constantly being interrupted. Now, in terms of Antonio Conte's Napoli side, they have played different formations. Last season they played a 4-3-3, I believe. This season they're playing a wing-back system, the famous Conte wing-back system. I don't know what their game plan is. I mean, Conte can be very flexible. He can play a high, mid and low block. He can press high and attack, keep possession. He can also hit you on transition. I feel like Napoli are at home. They got nothing to lose, because if they don't pick up a win, they will be eliminated. So I think they're gonna come at us and give it a shot. But that can be dangerous for them, because if the opponents open up, as we know, we're gonna play through them. Conte is a special man. I really miss the season we had under him. When we won the league, it was a fantastic team he put together, and he's a person you would be afraid of if you were a player. I mean, that interview he had, I think it was with Henry, where he said if a player is not behaving or not giving 100%, I would kill him. I mean, that's absolutely mad to see. That video is so cold. And then he had a sort of fight with Thomas Tuchel. That was absolutely hilarious as well. Conte, a hilarious person, but at the same time scary one to be a player under, but as well he's a proper leader and a winner and knows what it takes to build a winning team, as he showed now again under Napoli when they won the Scudetto last season. So yeah, it's going to be nice to see Conte again. It's not going to be nice to see Lukaku though, I have to say that. Hopefully he doesn't come in and score, because then I might lose sleep for a couple of nights. But in terms of a score prediction, I think we're gonna overwhelm Napoli, and we have built up a strong momentum now. I think they're missing too many key players to have any sort of chance of getting something. I think we're gonna go away in Naples and win 3-1. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your score prediction. I'm happy to read that. Thank you so much for watching this match preview. See you for the next video when I'm out. Bye.